Ruslan.
Asking me what I think about Afghanistan, asking any of your favorite people on YouTube or social media what they think about Afghanistan, to me is the equivalent of MTV grabbing Ja Rule after 9/11 and getting Ja Rule on a thing to hear his thoughts on it, right? Like that's like Dave Chappelle's skit, like get Ja on the phone, what does Ja Rule think, right? Like I don't know a whole lot about Afghanistan. I don't know if there was a cleaner way we could have gotten out of there. I don't know if there was a reason to even go in there. So there's a whole lot I don't know. So be careful when people are all claiming to be geopolitical experts. I am praying for the people of Afghanistan. I'm praying for the Christians in Afghanistan. I'm praying for the women and the girls in Afghanistan. And I think it's a really dire situation. And I don't know how we are, like, how that's going to resolve itself, right? Like, is it going to go darker into the radical Islam vibes and that, or like what? You know, so don't know what to think about it because I don't know what the right move would it have been. I don't, like, were we supposed to stay there indefinitely? I think not, right? America has been viewed as like the Western colonizer, yet everybody wants to get out of there, right? So if America's so bad, why does everybody want to leave Afghanistan? So that's kind of inconsistent and incongruent to me. And you know, were we supposed to go in and actually get something for going in? Or were we just going in to feed the military industrial complex of being there indefinitely and a lot of people making a lot of money from being there? I don't know. Like I'm literally just posing questions. I don't know what to make of that situation besides the fact that it's extremely tragic. I don't know how I feel about primarily men running onto the tarmacs and the airplanes and all that kind of stuff. Like that looks really weird to me. You would think that the women and children would go first. I saw David Wood made that point. A lot of soldiers, yes, absolutely. All the soldiers that have laid down their lives and died for nothing. And again, like if America or the West is going to be this like nasty, you know, supremacists, we're colonizers. Well, goodness gracious, like that, what do you call Afghanistan and Iraq? Like if there was ever a place to go and colonize and get minerals and gas from, like we completely bombed that. Like that cost us like probably I think hundreds of billions of dollars, that situation over there, and we have literally nothing to show for it. There's no refineries that we built. There was no oil from Iraq that we came back with. There's no natural minerals that we came back with. Like it just seems like a complete L on every single level. And then you go, so should we have never went in there? Are we the world police? Again, that's one of those things where I think I have way more questions than answers because I don't know. I don't know how we navigate these really tough terrains. And yes, someone I saw on the Joe Rogan episode, someone brought up if we're really about humanitarian aid, then we should have went into North Korea because they have full-on concentration camps right now. Literally, their own people are dying. Like it's really sad what's going on in North Korea, and we're not going there because we don't want to smoke with China. But we were in Afghanistan for 20 years, and we come out just completely taking an L, like mud on our face, massive L. For what? Like, why? You know, and I get it. Like, hey, we needed to get out of there. There was no clean way to get out of there. I understand that part. You know, Trump wanted to get out of there. I think Obama wanted to get out of there. I don't, you know, so was there a better way to get out of there? I don't know. So those are my brief thoughts on Afghanistan, you know, but again, it's like, yo, what does Ja Rule think about 9/11? I really don't care what like, you guys want to know what I think. This is what I think. Like, I think there's so many layers to it, and I think we should have done better. I don't know. I think that the most heartbreaking thing to me is seeing babies and children handed across to American soldiers over the wall. That was by far like the most gut-wrenching, like, gosh, man, like people are willing to give up their babies for the hope that they would get a better life. And then you have these soldiers, these pictures of these soldiers rocking babies, you know, and I got a 4-month-old. Like I couldn't imagine handing my 4-month-old to a soldier for the shot of, because I'm assuming there's no linear like process, right? Those people aren't guaranteed to go and be with their kids. They're just handing, like, think about the level of desperation to hand over the babies, man. That is so gut-wrenching and heavy. And it goes to show, like, hey fam, like there's a lot of people pooping on the West, and there's a lot of, oh, you know, the West is bad, the West is bad. Well, it seems like people from North Korea, it seems like people from Afghanistan, it seems like people from these other places that really got issues are literally willing to do anything to come over here, to Europe, to America, to Canada. So, you know, I get it, it's and both, address our issues here for sure, but at the same time, like maybe this hyper left notion that America is an evil racist place, maybe we might need to tone some of that down when you have people from other places really willing to come over here and do anything. So, I mean, those are my thoughts on it, man. I think the whole thing is just terrible. I don't know what the path is out of here. I'm praying for the Christians there. I'm praying for the women there. I'm praying for the girls there. I'm praying for the people of Afghanistan that they would have a way out. You know, if they're not with that, they would have a way out. And then you really have to ask yourself, and I had this conversation once, and I said, poverty here with all of our issues versus poverty in a place like Afghanistan. I think 99% of the people in the world are choosing poverty here. With all of the issues we have here, with all the stuff that we can talk about, the professors talk about, and all this, right? I think most people are choosing poverty in America and starting from, because at least there's a trajectory of moving up despite everyone not starting in the same place, versus other places, it doesn't seem like there's much trajectory. It doesn't seem like the quality of life improves much in these places, regardless on how hard you work. And so there's no fair solution.
Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan.
Yo, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. If you found it valuable, considering giving it a like and subscribing. This month, I'm releasing the Love What You Do collection, and to celebrate, I'm doing a 3-day virtual event to help us go from learning to love what we do to ultimately doing what we love. By the way, it's free, so hit the link in the description to grab your seat today.